Finally, they fixed the crashing. Kinda. I literally just crashed right before this video intro, but for the most part, they fixed the crashing. I can actually play. Hopefully, the crashing is fixed for you guys, like on PS4 and PS5. I was playing for quite a while last night, and one thing I did notice about this game is it is very confusing to get through the menu. And my friends and I all, like, we would accidentally back out, and then it would take 10 years to get through the demonware and loading screens and stuff. I mean, no one watching this video can do anything about my complaints. One more complaint, though. What the fuck is that? Why? Don't yell. I can't yell today. I got an exertion headache yesterday from the gym and playing this game. My head is still fragile right now. It's still tender. Anyway, we're back. We got the Latchman 556. Basically, what you do to get that, you're not supposed to yet because level 15 is the cap, which we actually reached last night. What you do, you make this Hunter Stalker class with the Dead Silence field upgrade. Then you put the Shoddy as your primary, and then you change your perk package to Assault with the one with Overkill on it. And it gives you the Latchman 556. Latchman. And then you can go ahead and unlock the MP5, and I don't think you can unlock the 762 yet. We'll be able to unlock that today at level 16, probably today. And the LMS, so the PSG, that is the PSG. Look at it. Tell me that's not the PSG. Another thing that's kind of goofy is we can only snipe with pre-made classes in day one. No other class is like that. Every other class you can use guns. I've been making some progress on these guns. I could make more. With how goofy stuff is, with how it's locked and all that, I don't really care to level stuff up right now. I've been sniping and kind of toying with what I can actually do. Some of this stuff is a little confusing, to be honest, especially with all this random stuff that's permanently locked. Like, we can't use a gunsmith on some of this stuff, which is super strange. I don't know why they even put it in the game if we're not allowed to. Whatever, we're just gonna play the game for what it is. Whatever, Are you surprised that I'm here, Gus? Are you okay? I mean, your mustache is beautiful. You're beautiful. God, he is such a gorgeous man. Why'd you go into war? You should have gone into modeling. I'll tell you what, man, I gotta admit, this game's been helping distract me from one of the most embarrassing experiences I ever had that occurred yesterday. This shit is so bad, I don't even know if I wanted to mention it in a video, but I might as well, you know? This channel is essentially for making videos to make people laugh. Fucking dummies, dude. Why are they in the game, for one? I spent like 6 minutes shooting at a single dummy. Those combat dummies embarrassed the hell out of me the first few hours I played this game, but still not as bad as I was embarrassed when I went to the doctor's yesterday. Like I said in yesterday's video, I had a doctor's appointment I had to get to. I didn't want to say what it was, because like it's kind of personal and kind of weird, I guess. Not weird, but it's very personal. I had to get an ultrasound on my nuts, okay? That's just, it's what it is. You know, as a guy, you might have to do that at some point in your life. You don't want to, but it might be a thing. And don't worry, it's nothing serious. We're all good. Everything's fine. I'm keeping my nuts. It's fine. I'm keeping my nuts, but my pride is gone forever. The first time I had this done, it was a little awkward because it was a woman that did it the first time. I don't know if it would be less awkward if it was a dude, but it was a little awkward. It was like a middle-aged woman, but whatever. We chit-chatted, had conversation. It was fine. It was all good. And one of the things you worry about when you have any doctor feel like grabbing around and stuff, you don't want to get a fucking boner. That's like the terrifying part, because that's like, oh god, like don't and I didn't. And at first, like the first time I did it, I was like, there's no way it could be worse than this, like no way it could be more weird. But this hospital, it does happen to be in my hometown. One of the like things that I hope never ever happens is to be seen by someone I know. That's like, dude, whether it's like just a checkup, a physical, I'm sick, I don't want to deal with anyone I know at all. I keep my healthcare professionals as strangers, please. So anyway, I had this ultrasound thing, you know, the thing they do on pregnant women and kidneys and all that stuff. Yeah, I record, edit my video yesterday, post it, hop in my car, go to the hospital, walk up this big ass fucking hill, walk in, check in, all that. And when you go in, they don't actually have anyone check you in. You just go into the locker room by yourself and throw on a gown, which is super confusing. The ones they had were just kind of awkward and weird and a little bit short. They have like chairs in the waiting room that you can sit down in, but you don't have pants on and they're short. So like I went to sit down and like my balls are just exposed. So like I just stood in the waiting room. I didn't sit down. So I'm sitting in the waiting room just, you know, chilling, minding my own business. And someone walks in the door. The nurse that's doing this ultrasound walks in the door, and it's a woman again. This time she's younger. She's about my age, which I was like, oh, that's kind of awkward. And as I get closer to her, I'm looking at her. And I'm like, Why do you look familiar? And she starts talking and she says her first name. And I'm like, something's not right here. That's a familiar first name. I was like, man, do I know this girl? Nah, there's no way. It's just a coincidence, right? And she takes me back. You know, I get myself all ready for this ultrasound. And I'm laying there and she's doing this ultrasound. You know, no big deal. Super awkward, but no big deal. I look at her name tag. I know this girl. Her sister was one of my best friends growing up. I didn't say anything. I pretended I didn't know her. She pretended she didn't know me. And boy, I'm hoping patient confidentiality's a thing. Oh shit, that thing sticks to the wall? Yeah, we're just gonna focus on the MW2 Beta from now on and forget that ever happened.
Yo, Mors, you're insane, dude. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Thanks, man. Damn, I haven't heard that in a minute. Is he serious? Shit. That made me feel okay.
Mors, you're good, dude.
Be in the car?
Oh, shit, I sniping.
Dude, that makes me feel so good.